What's going on, everybody? We back with it. We here with another one. Y'all already know how this goes. Yellow Talks with the fam, baby. I
You
think
know
this
the
is
vibe, man.
episode
Don't
8.
matter.
This is episode 8.
I don't know.
I've actually got it down to a science now.
There is no
Episode
science.
8. It's episode 8.
Whatever.
I've been keeping track. Y'all. So,
Whatever.
but nonetheless, we're here with another special one, another great topic, another
Yes.
topic that I think a lot of you would love to hear or even just think about for yourselves, right? And so, topic of this episode, right? And it was something that dawned on me and came to me in my mind was because I think it's talked about a lot is what is dating in 2023, right?
A lot of nonsense, a lot of BS,
and
a lot of
and we're gonna get to all of that, right?
Yes.
But it's something that came to me because I think it's something that it's definitely very relevant. It's something that I think a lot of us are trying to get a hold of, like what is going on in 2023? What is dating? What, like, right now in the climate of the world, like, and you know, it's important to just consistently have these conversations to fluently, like, just understand one another, you know. So, thought of it. I bring it here to us at the table with the fam.
Matter of fact,
so we gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna kick it off with the questions this time because I'll run. You just stay here. But I'm y'all know what I was gonna say. We trying to I don't know. Maybe we could curse, maybe not. I don't know. But you know, we try to come up with questions that are relevant. And just to point this out real quick, yes, it's just us guys here. We're not gonna talk anything crazy about the other species. We know who we talking about. We gonna keep it to just our perspective and our perspective only. Now, in the future, we might look to bring up some young ladies here, some lovely ladies. They could talk about their experience and then we could clash or whatever the case may be. But for this one, we talking from the guy's perspective, and that's all that matters. Because we don't want to talk about women, because I got shit to say. But we're not gonna do all of that.
We can't talk about women without women present. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So we want to have an honest and fair discussion.
Yeah,
so stay tuned.
One of them guys. All right. So the first question is, what are some of your dating expectations, and what has been your dating reality this past year? Now, the reason why I said this, or the reason why I had this question, is because for me personally, my dating expectation has been significantly different from my reality. The expectation is, this is gonna be easy. You know, I'm young. I look slightly handsome on a good day. You know what I'm talking about? So I thought dating was going to be something that is just going to come naturally, right? Like, I'm 27 years old, but that's not the case, right? When I try to date people that are my age, they're looking for a relationship. They're looking to get married. They're trying to have kids. So my expectation is this is going to be easy. This is going to be fun. This is going to be cool. I'm going to be talking to people that are my age. We're going to be going out, hanging out, all those kind of things. But the reality is everybody my age are looking for something serious, extremely serious, almost really quickly, and I got to date down. So now if I'm dating down, I'm dating somebody that's maybe like 24, 25. They trying to get their life together. Maybe they're in grad school or maybe they doing, law school, whatever the case may be. But now I'm having to do that. What was that?
Nah, I'm just throwing shade.
Don't throw shade, man. Say it.
I said open up their own nail salon.
Oh, see, they try to run a bit, all that kind of stuff. So that's been my reality. So what are some of y'all realities? What are some of y'all expectations? Talk to me. Let's go, Mish.
I was about to say, I think,
talk with your chest.
Yeah.
Talk with your chest.
Well,
Mish, talk with your chest.
Can I get to it?
Right. Say it with your. Yeah, because you over here babying and stuff.
Sounds good. But when it comes to expectation dating, me personally, like, I have expectations of, working together, building towards something.
Okay.
You feel me? Again, I know that I might get backlash for it, but the 50-50 rule, like, you know what I mean? Like, if we're going to build together, we're going to build together. You know what I mean? I'm not paying for everything, but at the same time, like, we're going to make sure, like, we're getting where it needs to be. You feel me?
Put a brick, not take a brick. I get what you're saying. Put a brick, not take a brick. I get
exactly.
you. Yeah.
But when it comes to reality, I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, like, it's more of the man giving than actually being that 50-50.
Okay. So you just out here spending money. That's what it sounds like.
Basically.
Remember, beautiful people, these are a lot of I statements. These are
That's the
these.
thing though. That's what's.
This is something that has happened with me already, and I ain't gonna lie. Like I just got into a new field or whatnot, but I started dating this shorty. I was really feeling her, digging her, whatever. We started going out a lot more,
Spending that money.
Exactly, and I'm getting to that, right? And I got to a point where like I'm at work or whatever, I'm doing my financial stuff, you know what I mean? Seeing where my money went because I'm not seeing it to where it needed to be. And I realized I spent $3,000 with only in 2 months.
Yeah, you lost me.
Now hold on.
You lost me.
Now hold on, right?
She don't pay for no dates?
Hold on,
My
right?
fault.
I spent $3,000 within 2 months of being around her, right? I brought it up to her thinking it would just be like a fun fact or whatever. You know what she responded with?
What?
That's light.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You gotta go.
That's life.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Pack it.
You
After that,
Yeah.
man,
You gotta go.
you know
gotta
what?
go.
And this is we were talking about this before we shot, but this goes back to the narrative of you don't got to change who you are. You got to change the room that you're in. And I think women that, and we're not going to go too much into it, right? Because there's no women here to defend this topic of discussion. But
Yeah, that's true.
I
I
think
got stuff
I
to
think
say, but I'll keep
I
it low.
think there are women out there that are used to that lifestyle, and there are men that are able to cater to that lifestyle and are cool with that. And there's no questions about it. There's no 50-50. There's no baby you hurt in my pockets. It's simple as like, yo, we spent $3,000 for a month. Within 2 months, 3 months, like yo, that is light to certain cats.
Nah, you're done. You're done. Nah. We'll come back to you. You get another chance, Anthony. What has been some of your expectations? What have been some of your realities? I know you got some. So let's hear it.
I think for me, I think it's been honestly to finally start having expectations.
What?
I know that sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy. I think I say that listen that let me land with what I'm trying to say. The what I mean by that is that I try and come into relationships. Obviously, I have my standards of just like what I'm looking. I think standards and expectations I think are two different things for me.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I just kind of see it that way. Like my standard is like communication and trust and communication, honesty, and whatchamacallit, being able to have like those uncomfortable conversations. And I think about those things, but I truly try and come into relationships with, or just even dating for that matter, with an open mindset of like, let me see where this goes. Like if you're a cool person, we're able to be in each other's space and everything like that. And
what has been your reality?
And I think my reality is being okay with standing firm on those expectations or those standards that I have. I think a lot of times I've always kind of like try to give people the benefit of the doubt or the potential, kind of thing, and been afraid at moments in time to make the hard choice because I've always wanted to see where things could go or if things could get better. And I think it's also fair that you're not all the time you're gonna fit other people's molds of what they want you to be.
Okay.
And I think you try and fit those molds sometimes because you're like, I really like this person, or I'm feeling, or I'm falling for this person, and so you're trying so hard, but then there's other parts that's just kind of like, you know what? You gotta accept that you're maybe just not that person's person.
Y'all must know by now that ain't the one that gets so serious.
I'm sorry,
Sentimental nonsense. Boy, that boy 29. That boy getting right there.
My bad. I didn't mean to get deep. It's just that I like the question.
We already expect this from you. At this point, you out here spilling your heart out on a podcast.
Listen,
my friend Pliss. Next question.
So this leads into the next point, right? So, what do you think is missing or lost in the dating world of 2023? And I'll kick this one off because I created this with the intention of, right, I saw it from the lens of for me, I felt that there was this like natural sense of like of engagement that was kind of like lost, right? And in the sense of just
So
kind of,
like, you feel like there's like not a lot of authenticity.
I think it's important for us to have, I think what has been lost is that authenticity, what I mean by natural, and that sense of being uncomfortable with, get comfortable being uncomfortable and having those real raw conversations. I think a lot of people try and like, you know, set a bar real high of like who they are, but can't consistently fit that. And then when they do fall short, they're kind of like surprised at how other people move. And so it's just like, hey, be comfortable in your skin, be confident in your
So you
skin.
think what's missing
So
is just that the authenticity part of dating and like the
yeah,
reality of and all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
So
like
like I said, this
so
cat.
so yeah, my bad for like taking so long to land with
They do
it.
not care.
And so that is, you know, my question to you all now is like, what do you guys think is missing or lost in dating?
I think we're more or less along the same lines, to be honest. Cause the way I see it is a lot of what's missing is just the reality of dating. Like people be having all these expectations, you know, that their friend Susie got going on with her man Dave. But we not Susie and Dave. Quite frankly, I'm not Dave. I'm Yemi. So I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do things my way. And I'm saying that because I don't want to just compare it to celebrities and stuff, right? People have all these expectations, all these things that they think, oh, you should be doing this should be happening. Like if we're gonna be dating, it's between me and you. It's gonna be just us. We're figuring things out. That's all it is. We don't gotta worry about what anybody else is saying. We don't gotta worry about social media. I don't care if we met on social media. We don't worry about none of that stuff. Dating is between person A and person B. We don't care what nobody from C, D, or E. We don't care what anybody else got to say. So that's my own thing. I feel like dating is just missing that reality piece. That this is what it's supposed to be, not oh this is what it should be. You get me?
I got you. I got
What
you.
Say it with your chest.
When it comes to dating, what I
Celsius.
truly feel as though like is missing is I don't want to mess it up, but if I'm not missing, it's comprehending or comprehension. No, it's comprehending.
I'm comprehending.
Comprehending.
Tomato.
Yeah. But the reason why I bring it up is that everybody is like communication is key. Communication is key. Yes, granted, you have to speak with that person for them to get an idea of where your mind is at. But it's whether or not if they're actually comprehending what you're saying. Now, a lot of times I'll run into that where it's like you can tell me what you're saying, you can speak on it.
Wait, you telling a woman to tell you what they want to say?
No, but I'm speaking on if me and Shorty was having a conversation, and she's telling me how she's feeling, but I'm not comprehending. Like, all right, this is personally what's the issue is. Like, what my actions might be doing to be the result of the problem. You feel me? Now, if it's not brought to light and you're able to actually understand it,
right?
Then there's no real point.
That's a fact.
As well as honesty.
Yeah.
I truly feel strong on honesty. I ain't gonna lie. I'm 28 years old, bro.
You 28?
Yeah, bro.
I feel like this is news every time, dog.
He's on his way. He catching up to me.
And you are what?
I'm 29. 29.
I'm the youngest in this whole show.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, brother. But you not too far behind.
No, I got time. 29. I got a couple years.
But right? So I want to highlight, I think, what we may interpret as not reality for like what people want. I think it's also people need more exposure, right? You need to expose yourself more to what you do like, what you don't like, for you to how to figure out how do you encompass that into your reality, you know, right? And because I think sometimes the idea of what people may see on social media or what they see their friends doing, they're like, oh, I like that, you know, and yet they may or may have not experienced that, but they want to know what that feels like, you know. But in the same breath, you got to find somebody that is cool with that, you know. And I think that that's hard for the other party to to really address in a conversation, because the reality is maybe that's not something I want to do. Like, you want a guy to fly you out. Okay, cool. We can plan a vacation, but that's not, I just met you. I don't even know your last name. So it's like, that's like, we got to build something here before we can even get to those levels. Are you willing to wait to do that? Or do you want to do that right now? And if you do, that's cool. I'm just not that person for you.
Yeah. We're going to have to take a step back type of thing.
And so, boom, right? This lands in with the beautiful part of how has the dating culture been shaped or influenced in 2023, right? And thought of this one because where I was going with it when I first thought about it was simply, I feel like we've lost the interaction piece of going to a bar or going to a club or just I'm an old soul, but everything has been shifted to apps. So you have your Tinders, you have your Bumbles, you have your what's the other one? Hinge, and then you said Blackout.
Hinge, trash.
Black the Black BOK hat. So it's like all these things, right? That one swipe away, you have a dating experience, and now it's really interesting that now this is how people start to. And there's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's shaped how people naturally engage with one another. That's where I land with it.
I think the way it's been shaped nowadays, if we're being honest, and we're not just thinking, 2023. I'm thinking for some time now, we meet people more so online these days, right? Or at parties. But I'll be honest.
So apps.
In college, yeah, like when we go to parties and stuff, like, yeah, you meet people here and there. And even still, you just, people know, like, what's going on. Like, okay, you're at a party, you're going to meet people. You say, he's talking about bar. I didn't really start going to the bar till after. So I guess that's also part of it. But now it seems almost easy, or it seems easier when you have somebody that you just, maybe you have them on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Maybe you found them on Instagram and you're like, oh man, she looks good. Like it's kind of easy, and to an extent, you could even use those platforms to tell you if you should proceed or not. Because I'll be honest, and some of us got to face reality, myself included, you included. I don't know, Mish probably included too. But if you got a girl on Instagram and you comment on her story because you're interested and you're sending her eyes and all that kind of stuff, and she's not reciprocating the energy, there's a 9 times out of 10 chance she's not feeling you.
Yeah.
So it's not like if you at a bar, you gotta shoot your shot, you gotta really test the waters. But here, you already flat out know, okay, shorty's not feeling me. So what are you gonna do? Not proceed.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna, if there's somebody else of interest that you got going on, you can hit them up and see where it goes. I'm not saying we're serial DMers around here. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, Instagram might have helped a little bit, and if you got good photos, it might help. So that's the way I'm thinking about it. Like 2023 really has gone in that direction in a sense, but it's really been way before 2023. But that's almost like the standard. Now I will be honest, I did go out to an event a couple weeks ago, and I did meet people, which was very, very surprising to me because I actually genuinely met people at an outing. So it wasn't bad. It probably was because I smell good, but it wasn't bad. So I'll just keep it like, that's me. That's me though.
And so I think where I'm getting at is more so it's about, so when you have these online things that are going on, it's almost like, I think once it translates into reality, certain people are able to keep walking the walk and talking the talk, and then there are certain people when they get off those things, they're not able to keep the walk and the talk. Not able to so that's what I'm saying. Like your communication skills, like certain people are real. Yeah, certain people are able to be like
that's
Twitter.
A fact, though. Look,
you know what I'm saying?
It's either you got game or you don't. If you got game, you know you got game.
And it's also that, and it's almost like that catfish experience too. So it's like people that you see online, and I know there are some very successful relationships out there and marriages and everything, so on and so forth, that have come about from these experiences. So no shade to them at all. I just think that for certain people, people have had poor experiences or a little bit worrisome experiences because they meet these people off these things, and it's not who they were built up to be.
I think part of the whole thing too is when you're talking about that online stuff. And for me, I think about it like I respect the people that really got something serious off of those like
That's what
platforms.
I was saying.
It's very hard to think about it like that. But there's been probably like maybe one or two situations for me personally where I did meet somebody that was genuine from one of those apps. So like the potential is there, but it's not always gonna. The reality is that's not the case. Like, and to be honest, sometimes I even question myself, like, should I even be on these apps? Like, do I even need this? Like, because I don't. Generally speaking, I don't think we need to be on the dating apps specifically. Instagram, yes, that's different. Instagram is different.
I have deleted them.
What do you mean deleted? Instagram?
No, like deleted. Like there was a point in period in my life where I was on dating apps. You know what I'm saying? And I deleted. Hey, call it cap. I deleted all of them because I think I had a conversation with you guys about this, and I was like, I was like, yo, like just something doesn't seem organic about this anymore. I was just like, because there's an agenda, like, you know what I'm saying, like in terms of like when you're swiping, you're like I'm looking for this type of experience with this person.
I'm not gonna lie, you personally just have to have game when it comes to these apps.
That too.
If you can't hold a conversation through these apps,
too.
It's not even, bro. Let me tell you something.
It's quiet.
Bro, 9 times out of 10, it's not even us.
It's not.
It's not us.
There has to be a mutual interest.
Left on
The
right.
apps are terrible. It's just terrible. Like, what is it? Bumble is a joke. All right. Like I've only been on there maybe like once ever, but Bumble is really a joke. And TikTok is force feeding it to me. They want me to download Bumble like every other swipe. But Bumble is really a joke. Hinge is okay. Fun fact for y'all. Only about 20% of people that are on Tinder are single. Only about 20% of people that are on Tinder are actually single. So that means about 80% of people that are on Tinder are not single. That's a fun fact. You can look that up, by the way. Just letting y'all know. So Tinder is useless, if we're being honest. Hinge is okay. Black, let's not even talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Let's be honest.
And I'll say this: I think people have utilized those platforms to as well make friendships and social experiences.
Yes,
so I think that goes into your percentage piece, because I have seen that in my experiences of like people saying, "Hey, I'm just looking for a friend."
Yeah,
like females literally saying that, and I was like, "Wow, like okay." And then I've also seen somebody write that, but it was more in the sense of like network marketing. They were like, yeah, I'm looking to connect with somebody. Promoting their business.
Photography joint. Just get the app again and just put my photography joint on one of them. Just see how that goes.
That's innovative. That's innovative.
Della told me about that. I think like maybe back when, like way back, like maybe like 2-3 years ago. He was like, bro, just put your business on there, and I'm like, yeah, maybe that's a bad idea.
And it sounds funny, but I think that is a smart idea. Wow. Okay.
Della is someone I would also like to have on the show eventually. Della, this is your official invitation. I don't know what you were gonna come here for, but Della, you are more than welcome to come on the show. This is me, Adeyemi Adeniyi, formally sending you an invitation.
Little does he know, I already had you in my little cookbook over here. I already had you.
Okay.
So I already got my ideas already flowing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm saying this man over here, but
it's all good.
Even though you're like my nemesis, but you know what I'm saying?
You think everybody's your nemesis? Whatever. All right, let's move on. Let's come on. Let's go. Hey, man.
Hey, we here for a good time. You feel me? And so, kind of like tailoring everything into this like, I guess this is where all roads lead home question, right? So what's some dating advice you would give or try to adapt for yourself in 2024? And I'm actually going to let you kick off where this question came from, because I came up with it, but I like how you restructured it.
Yeah,
and so it made it seem more fluent.
Because like we're always talking about a big takeaway, but like we always say, we learn from having these conversations too. We learn more about each other. We also express our thoughts, and it helps us think a little bit better. So you could take away the things that we talk through. That's one. But also, we always like to have a good takeaway at the end. And some of these advices are things that, I personally want to follow myself. For example, don't be afraid to date. That's the first thing. Don't be afraid to date. And I wrote down. When I thought about it, I was like, even if it's a bad, just go for it. Like, don't let anybody tell you you can't date this kind of person. I think the first thing is kind of like what you were kind of talking about earlier is you got to have standards. The very first thing you got to do is establish your own standards and know what you're looking for. What are you trying to date for? Are you dating for a long term to eventually lead in a relationship, or are you dating just for shit? Just for the fun? Are you dating just for the
kicks and giggles, kids?
Are you dating just for the fun of it? If you're dating for the fun of it, you probably want to communicate that early. Actually, no, don't say it early. It's just gonna figure itself out. You don't gotta.
You're setting the precedent.
No, listen, if you
okay,
listen,
matter of fact, this is your
that's
thing.
Me, yeah,
that's your thing. That's your thing.
Because you never know, something that was supposed to be a little fun could turn into a little something else. But that's one of the advices. Maybe I could polish that up for myself later down the line. But that's what I'll generally say. I'll say also. Let me look what I wrote down here. If you're 26. If you're 27, if you're 28, now I'm talking to the guys out there. If you're any one of those ages, nothing is wrong with dating younger. Because Dimitri,
he's going to set an age range, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to set an age range and specify what he means.
Listen, this is the time and space, like at this age where at least for me, I was thinking this whole time, hey, I want to date someone my age. I want to date someone that's 26, 27, 28, 29, somewhere in my age range, right? But the reality is the women that are that age right now are looking for something more serious, right? I'm not necessarily certain how I want to go about that. I still got a whole bunch of stuff I want to figure out for myself before I can say, I'm ready to settle down. So the women that are that age right now are looking for something up there. I'm trying to still figure things out. So that's why I said, don't be afraid to go maybe like 25, 24, 23, kind of range. I don't know what y'all thought was going on.
No, I know where you're going, and Meech knows where you're going. But it's important for the audience to know, because people can assume 1,001 things, man.
Oh my God.
We don't need no craziness.
Whatever.
We don't need no craziness.
Bottom line, don't rush into relationships. If you're gonna be date. Just know what you're dating for. That's all I got. Yeah. Go ahead, Mish. What you got to say?
Yeah.
When it comes to just dating,
advice and things that you want to do for yourself.
Myself.
Yeah.
Be honest.
You be lying?
I ain't gonna lie, I used to.
Remember, beautiful people, these are I statements.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to lie.
You're not gonna lie. You used to lie.
Exactly. He's not.
I used to lie.
Exactly. There we go. We're getting better.
Not only have I lied, but I've been in relationships, my previous one, where my significant other has lied to me about situations.
Hurt people.
I guess. But they told me one thing and then...
Whoever you are, ma'am, you've hurt this man.
Anyway, honesty is a big thing, especially when you're getting yourself out there in the dating world, because you want that person to know what your intentions are. You truly want to know whether or not, if it's, as you say, short term, long term, or if you're honestly just looking for a little kicks and giggles.
Kicks and giggles.
I like this.
And my fault.
No.
Nah, you're done actually.
No, you're not gonna cut me.
Exactly.
Say it with your chest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody lands the plane.
The last thing I want to say is this. Yummy was speaking more so of men dating going down to a younger age, like 23, 24. 25.
Yeah, if look, let me say something.
Listen.
If y'all think I was wilding, y'all wilding.
Let him land.
If you are a gentleman who is looking into having your life, you got everything settled down, everything what you want done for yourself, you got the goals that you already met. Look into somebody who's older.
Cougar?
Way older. Yeah, go Cougar.
You like Komoda, huh?
I ain't gonna lie.
You like Komoda?
Go, yeah. Go Cougars, because they know what's up.
Okay. Listen. listen, if you above the age of what, Mish? What's exactly?
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, 30, 40.
If you're above the age of 30, ladies,
30,
ladies
40,
only,
yeah,
actually. Dimitri right there, that's his name. He ready for the taking.
A big man, big heart. He's crazy. But so for me, right, I think when it comes to advice, boom, I think my biggest advice I would say is stand firm in what your expectations are. I think it's also it's like I see where you guys are coming from, but and you know what? I don't disagree. I respect. That's what I'll say. I don't disagree. I respect what you both stated. I respect what you both have said. I think for myself, I think it's more about not, I guess, going upwards or going downwards. It's once again, for me, it's about, I think my advice would be change the room. Change the room that you're in. Because you're an exposure and expose yourself to more. Because where you may be, you know what I'm saying, in one space today, and you didn't like the type of people or the type of women that you met, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you might meet a different set of women or people, you know, in a different space. You know what I'm saying? So challenge yourself to go to different spaces, meet different people, you know, and explore not only just yourself, but okay, there are people out there that think like me. You know what I'm saying?
He's saying don't like leave Instagram, go to Twitter. Got it. I'm following.
Jackie.
I hate sorry, yo.
That's what I bet.
And I would say for myself, what I'm looking to practice is, once again, I think being okay with having expectations again. I think because you hit the nail on the head when you said, yo, free flow, you know, and see where things go. Because if you put that expectation so early, you know, you may scare somebody like, wow, okay, this is too much, you know. But I think that I've grown to understand that is okay though. Look, you know what I'm saying? Because hold on, let me finish. Because this used to be my this used to be my issue. I used to let the free flow happen, and when I didn't like things, I would dip, or things would just kind of or things would just kind of get awkward. Oof. You know what I'm saying? But I had to grow to understand. I think it's okay for me to like say my expectations outwardly, and if it does move somebody away from me or make somebody uncomfortable, that's fine. And I think that's fine, because I think growing up, or even just my lived experiences, I've been discouraged so much from having expectations that at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm back on having my expectations, regardless if you let me down or not. People gonna let you down in life. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, yo, stand on what you want, change your space. If somebody's not meeting that thing, somebody really will.
I think we just think very differently. Because for me, the way I think about it is I'm not giving out expectations or setting or knowing any expectations until like we're a few months in. Like I gotta be really dating that person for a decent amount of time for me to even start thinking about expectations. But we all different though. But that's pretty much all we got for y'all today, folks. Is there anything else, any piece, anything that Ant want to say, anything that Mish want to say? Mish, what you making all that face for, my boy?
Because I can.
Exactly.
You got something to say?
So this is what I'm gonna say, man, and we pose this to all of you, you know, especially all my ladies out there, all my women, you know, because we are looking to hear what you guys have to say, because we would love to have a part two.
Jake, I'm joking.
He's a funny guy.
Oh, he's that serious.
I'm not.
But we're looking to have a part two.
That's a fact.
And we want, you know, women's perspective. We would love to have a real deep dialogue about this, you know, and so that is my kind of like closing to all of this. And we really hope that you guys
reach out.
Reach out. We hope that you guys appreciated the episode, fellas. I hope that, you know, maybe this did shed some light for some of y'all. If it didn't, hey, fellas, we want to hear some of what y'all think too. You know, so we're inviting everything to the table. We're not shying away from nothing. We're here to have the uncomfortable discussion. Let's do it. So with that, everybody, let's have a blessed and beautiful day. Woo woo. Thank you for coming as always to the show.
You forgot the
Let's yo, yeah,
Let's
man.
think about it. Let's talk about it, and let's be about it, y'all.
Is that a win? You see it? Yeah. Let's go, baby.